Hello, and welcome back to SpeakCast English, your daily English listening practice podcast. I'm Andrew, your expert teacher and host.
And I'm Emma, your enthusiastic co-host, ready to learn and maybe, just maybe, make a few mistakes along the way. Andrew, it's great to be back.
It's always great to have you, Emma. And to all our listeners out there, we're so glad you're joining us for day 3 of our 100-day curriculum. Today, we're tackling a situation that I think everyone, everywhere, has experienced.
Oh, I know this feeling. Is it about being completely lost and confused in a store? Because if so, I have a story for you.
Exactly. Today's topic is all about that moment when you couldn't find what you needed at the store, how to ask store staff for help finding items, and, just as importantly, how to understand their directions.
Ugh, I've been there. Just last week, I was trying to find a very specific type of coffee for you, Andrew, because I know how particular you are about your morning brew.
Chuckles. My coffee is a sacred ritual, Emma. What happened?
Well, I walked into this huge supermarket, and I was looking for, the asterisk, really fancy, single origin, ethically sourced beans. I wandered around for what felt like an hour.
A classic lost in the supermarket scenario. Did you ask for help?
I did, eventually, but I hesitated for so long. I kept thinking, where is the coffee? And then I worried if that sounded rude. I eventually just blurted out, "Excuse me, coffee, where?" And the staff member looked a little confused.
Smiling. A very common moment of hesitation for learners. You're not alone, Emma. Many of our Vietnamese listeners might feel the same. Directly saying, "Where is X?" can sometimes sound a little abrupt in English, especially without any polite framing.
See? I knew it. I just couldn't wrap my head around the best way to say it in that moment. I ended up pointing vaguely.
And that's perfectly understandable. But today, we're going to give you 3 practical phrases that will make asking for help at the store much smoother and more confident. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say.
Oh, thank goodness. I need that confidence boost. So, Andrew, what's the first step when you're completely stumped in a giant store?
The very first step, Emma, is to get someone's attention politely. You can't just shout across the aisle, right? So you start with a polite opener.
Like, "Hey, you?" Just kidding.
Definitely not. "Hey, you!" The best way is simply, "Excuse me." It's universal, polite, and signals that you need assistance.
Okay, excuse me. Got it. That's easy enough.
Right. Then you follow it up with a clear, polite request for help. Instead of, "Where is X?" a much more natural and polite way is to say, "Excuse me, could you help me find item?"
Excuse me, could you help me find item? That sounds so much better. More complete, too.
Exactly. It shows respect and makes it clear you're asking for assistance, not demanding information. For example, if you were looking for my fancy coffee, you could say, "Excuse me, could you help me find the organic coffee beans?"
Oh, that's perfect. I wish I had known that last week. The staff member eventually understood, but then their directions were a bit fast.
The second hurdle, understanding the directions. What did they say?
They said something like, "It's on aisle 7, just past the dairy, on your left, next to the cereal." And my brain just froze. Aisle 7? Past the dairy? My mind was just picturing cows in a coffee aisle.
Laughs heartily, "Cows in a coffee aisle." That's a vivid image, Emma, and it highlights a common challenge. Store staff often use specific vocabulary like aisle, section, shelf, and directional phrases.
Yeah, aisle was one word I definitely struggled with. I just heard aisle and thought, what is an aisle?
Aisle, A-I-S-L-E, is a great example of a word that looks tricky but is pronounced simply. It just means a passageway between shelves in a store. Think of it like a corridor in a supermarket.
That makes so much sense now. Okay, so after, "Excuse me, could you help me find the coffee beans?" What's another way to state what I need? Sometimes I feel like, "Could you help me find?" is a bit long.
That's a great question, Emma. For a slightly more direct but still very polite approach, you can say, "I'm looking for item." This phrase is natural, clear, and very common.
I'm looking for item. Simple. So I'm looking for the organic coffee beans.
Precisely. It's a statement of your current objective. It implies you haven't found it yet, and you need assistance. It's not as demanding as, I want X, or I need X, which can sometimes sound a little impolite in English, depending on your tone.
I see the nuance there. So I want coffee might sound like I'm giving an order, but I'm looking for coffee sounds like I'm asking for help.
You've hit the nail on the head, Emma. It's all about that subtle difference in politeness and intention. Now let's say the staff member gives you directions, like, it's in aisle 7. What if you then need more specific location information? Or you didn't quite catch it?
That's me. I'd probably just nod and then get lost again.
Smiling. Don't worry, we've got a phrase for that too. Once they've given you a general area, if you need clarification or a more specific location, you can ask, which aisle is that in? Or could you tell me where item is?
Which aisle is that in? Or could you tell me where the coffee is? Oh, that's exactly what I needed. Because sometimes they just say, it's over there, and point vaguely.
Yes, the vague pointer. Very frustrating. By asking, which aisle is that in? You're asking for a more precise location. And could you tell me where item is a very polite way to ask for the exact spot. It's a softer way than just, where is X? It's like you're asking for their knowledge, not just demanding a location.
That's a fantastic distinction. So it's not just about knowing the words, but knowing how to frame the question politely. This is really helpful.
Absolutely. Politeness goes a long way in English. It smooths interactions and makes people more willing to help you. It's not about being overly formal, but about showing respect.
I remember one time I was looking for phone chargers, and the person just said, electronics. And I thought, well, duh, but where in electronics? I wish I had known to ask, which aisle is the phone chargers in? Or could you tell me where the phone chargers are?
Perfect examples, Emma. Those would have been excellent follow-up questions. And don't forget those directional words we mentioned. It's on your left, on your right, straight ahead, around the corner, or just past the dairy section. These are key to understanding the full picture.
Around the corner and straight ahead are pretty clear, but just past the dairy sometimes feels like a riddle.
It can, but just past simply means immediately after. So if you walk past the dairy section, the coffee will be right there.
Got it. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. I feel like I've had an aha moment about politeness. I'm ready. Bring on the shadowing deep dive section.
Our first key phrase for today is, excuse me, could you help me find item?
Excuse me, could you help me find item?
This is your go-to phrase for starting a polite inquiry. It's respectful and clear. The excuse me gets attention, and could you help me find is a very soft, polite request.
So it's like, I'm having trouble, would you be so kind as to assist me? But much shorter.
Exactly, a great example sentence. Excuse me, could you help me find the frozen vegetables?
Excuse me, could you help me find the frozen vegetables?
Now, a common mistake for Vietnamese learners, and really for many non-native speakers, is to omit the polite framing and just say, where is the frozen vegetables? Or, I want frozen vegetables. This can sound a bit direct, or even demanding in English. Adding, excuse me, and could you help me find, makes a huge difference.
So it's not wrong to say where is, but it's much better to add the polite words.
Precisely. Politeness is key. Let's try shadowing this one. I'll say it slowly, then at natural speed. Repeat after me. Excuse me, could you help me find the organic almond milk? Natural. Excuse me, could you help me find the organic almond milk?
Repeats slowly. Excuse me, could you help me find the organic almond milk? Repeats naturally. Excuse me, could you help me find the organic almond milk? That feels much more comfortable to say. The rhythm is nice.
Great job, Emma. Our second phrase is, I'm looking for item.
I'm looking for item.
This is a very common and polite way to state what you need. It implies you haven't found it yet and are actively searching.
So it's like my goal right now is to locate this thing.
That's a perfect way to think about it. An example, I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone.
I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone.
A common mistake here is sometimes confusing look for with find. Look for is the process of searching, while find is the result. Also, some learners might say, I need a charging cable, which, again, can sound a little direct. I'm looking for is softer and more conversational.
So, I'm looking for is the polite way to express your need without sounding like you're making a demand.
Exactly. Let's practice. Slow. I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone. Natural. I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone.
Repeats slowly. I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone. Repeats naturally. I'm looking for a new charging cable for my phone. I like that one. It feels very natural.
Excellent. And our third essential phrase for today is, which aisle is that in? Or, as a variation, could you tell me where item is?
Which aisle is that in? Or could you tell me where item is?
These phrases are for when you need to know the specific location. Which aisle is that in? Is direct but polite when you've already identified the item. Could you tell me where item is a more general polite request for location.
So if they say the coffee is in aisle 7, I can follow up with which aisle is asterisk that in if I didn't hear the number clearly.
You absolutely could. Or if they just said, it's over there, you could then ask, could you tell me where the coffee is, to get a more precise answer. An example, could you tell me where the shampoo is?
Could you tell me where the shampoo is?
A common mistake here is just saying, where's the shampoo, without the could you tell me. While understandable, the could you tell me adds that layer of politeness that makes your request sound much softer and more natural to a native English speaker. Also, remember the pronunciation of aisle.
Right, aisle. I won't forget that now.
Perfect. Let's shadow this one. Could you tell me where the frozen vegetables are? Natural. Could you tell me where the frozen vegetables are?
Repeats slowly. Could you tell me where the frozen vegetables are? Repeats naturally. Could you tell me where the frozen vegetables are? That's really useful. And I think practicing the whole phrase helps with the intonation too.
Absolutely, Emma. Intonation is key to sounding natural and polite. You're doing great with that. Shadowing section. Okay, Emma, let's do a quick shadowing practice with a full sentence that combines what we've learned. This is a sentence you might use in a real store. Listen carefully. Excuse me, I'm looking for the organic coffee beans. Which aisle is that in? Natural. Excuse me, I'm looking for the organic coffee beans. Which aisle is that in?
Repeat slowly. Excuse me, I'm looking for the organic coffee beans. Which aisle is that in? Repeats naturally. Excuse me, I'm looking for the organic coffee beans. Which aisle is that in? That's a powerful sentence. I feel like I could actually say that next time without freezing. The organic coffee beans part makes me think of you, Andrew.
Good. That's the goal. Making it personal helps you remember. Your pronunciation was excellent, Emma. Remember to link the words smoothly, especially, which aisle is that in? It flows together.
Yeah, it's not, which aisle is that in? It's more like, which aisle is that in?
Exactly. You've got the natural rhythm down? That's fantastic. Wrap up and challenge section.
And how to understand those tricky directions. My aha moment was definitely about the power of politeness and how phrases like excuse me and I'm looking for make all the difference.
Precisely. Remember our 3 key phrases. 1. Excuse me, could you help me find item? 2. I'm looking for item. 3. Which aisle is that in? Or, could you tell me where item is?
Practice these, and you'll navigate any store like a pro.
Now, for our daily comment challenge. We want to hear from you. Think about something you've had trouble finding in a store. Use one of today's phrases to tell us about it in the comments below. For example, you could write, I'm looking for a specific type of Vietnamese instant noodles. Which aisle is that in?
That's a great challenge. Let us know what you've been searching for. Please like this video if you found it helpful.
Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our daily episodes.
And remember to leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today's lesson or your answer to our challenge.
You've been listening to SpeakCast English.
See you next time on SpeakCast English. Outro music starts.
Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases.
Pick 1 or 2 expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation.
Thank you for listening today. We hope this episode helped you practice real English.
Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today.